Hi again, everyone. It's Colleen with Artwork by Colleen. Today we're going to make these cute little Mickey Mouse pumpkins. I'm starting first making a Skinner blend using 2 different shades of green, and all I did was take a basic green. I added some black to it to give it a darker tone, and then I added some white to the other side. As I often do, I'm doing an accordion fold for this, and then I'm going to push it together and shape it kind of in the shape of a stem. Now, once I made this, I really don't ever measure my clay. I know that there's some sort of mathematical way to do it, but I just make some. Anyway, as I started putting this together, I realized it was kind of way too big for what I was doing, and I didn't need nearly that much of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and save that for later, but I'm just gonna need a piece of it. Now to do the ears first. What I decided to do was to make the orange slices. I'm not making this cane terribly tall because I don't think I'm gonna need all that much of it. And I'm just doing as I do most of my character canes, where I'm just kind of filling in the blanks. In between each of the little, what would be indentation of the pumpkin, I'm putting a thin layer of a brown. You could use a really dark orange or something else. I just went ahead with this kind of lighter brown. After I finished the whole thing, I don't know if it needed to be brown, but that's neither here nor there. That's your choice and whichever one you'd like to do. Anyway, it's easy enough. I'm just sitting here and just basically filling in the blanks as I do with most of my character canes. So basically the way you do the ears, and also here's another helpful hint. If you really wanted to do, you could actually make one ear cane and make it twice the height that you're doing the head cane, because you're going to need 2 of them, or you can just make 2 of them. It's your choice. Either way, there's no right way, there's no wrong way, there's just whatever way works easier for you. Usually I just go ahead and make 2 because I don't know, I just, in my head, I like to be able to just look at it as a whole finished product. I'm just weird that way. And then I just kind of filtered through, but you can see I did the second one pretty much exactly like the first one. Now I know what I have for the ears, and then my next section is going to be to go ahead and start. Now, as I said earlier, the green was way too big, so I had to cut it way on down and then just make it smaller. I'm going to pull those away because I'm going to focus on doing the head next. And I've left them separate on purpose because I want to reduce them as 2 separate individual items. So the first part I'm doing in order to create the face is I'm going ahead and I'm putting the eyes together. And then what I did was when I created the eye, then I also added a piece of orange in the inside of it where I'm making that little hump so that it maintains the shape. So you can see there it's got one that maintains the shape. However, what I neglected to take into account when I was putting his face together was the brown lines that I have to go in between. So you'll see as I get a little further into this, I kind of had to go back and reverse steps and kind of undo a little bit of it so that I could put the brown lines where they were supposed to be, because normally what I would just do is completely encase one of those eyes in the orange and then put the other one next to it, which is what I had started to do, and that's when I realized I couldn't do that. So then see, that's me encasing it in the orange, and you'll see that you just saw a second ago the yellow nose, and the yellow nose is strictly just doing an oval shaped piece. There's no mixture or anything to it. And that's me putting the eyes together. And that's when I realized, oh, hey, I got to stick a little piece of brown in there. So it probably should have gone all the way through. I don't think it's going to be all that noticeable, to be honest. I wasn't all that concerned about it. And I just went ahead and finished it the way I thought it should be finished. And putting a little bit of orange in there so that, it just makes it underneath the eye so that I could wrap it around. And you want to have a little bit of orange before you go ahead and put the nose down, because you don't want the eyes sitting directly on the nose, as you can kind of see by that picture. So once I incorporated the brown lines into it, then I set it back down. So that's what I do. I take it off and put it back on several times. And now I've got the nose on it like I wanted it to be. As I don't think this part of the video really needs a whole lot of explanation. It's pretty much self-explanatory. I'm just filling in the picture as I see the color options change. So I'll take this opportunity to ask you guys, Are you interested in seeing any types of character canes like this? Does this interest you at all? Does it bore you? Do you like to see them being done? I don't know. I always appreciate your comments, as I've said several times before, because with your comments, it helps direct me on what type of video I'm going to make next. I don't want to get stale and do the same old thing. And while I've really enjoyed doing all the different types of flowers, every once in a while, I kind of enjoy doing something else different for me. So maybe once in a while, I'll make a cane and I don't videotape it, but I decided to go ahead and video this one, and then I decided to go ahead and put it up on my channel. So that's why I just kind of want to know, get a feel from you guys whether this is something you enjoy or not. I appreciate your feedback all the time. I appreciate all of you who have subscribed to my channel. If you enjoy my stuff and you haven't subscribed, it would be great if you would do that as well. And also, if you enjoy the video, I always appreciate the likes on the videos. So I'm just getting to the final finishing sort of touches on here, putting on the brown layers and then wrapping it up with the orange. So what I did for this this one, when I finished it, the reason I kept the ears separate from the head, so if you can see here, I put the stem into the head, so that's kind of one unit. You can see that's the finished product, but the reason I didn't keep it like that is because I wanted to reduce them separately. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Have an awesome and blessed day, and I hope you enjoy making these too.